Japan is a land of unforgettable places, and today we count them down. These are the 10 best places to visit in 2026. From natural wonders to buzzing cities, every stop on this list has earned its spot. So sit back, relax, and let the journey begin. We travel from quiet, hidden corners to the most famous sights of all. Consider this your calm, unhurried tour of Japan. Be sure to save this video for your trip planning and stay to the end for our number 1 pick. Let us begin the countdown at number 10. Starting our list at number 10 is Nikko, a mountain town just 2 hours north of Tokyo, packed with more than 100 Edo-era temples and shrines set against forested hills. Toshogu Shrine, the elaborately carved final resting place of a legendary shogun, is the town's centerpiece, dripping in gold leaf and intricate wood carvings unlike anything else in Japan. Higan Falls, one of Japan's tallest waterfalls, drops nearly 100 meters into a volcanic lake, and an elevator ride down to the observation deck puts you right at its base. Autumn turns Nikko's mountainsides into a wall of red and orange foliage, rivaling Kyoto's famous fall colors with a fraction of the crowds. Because it sits so close to Tokyo, Nikko works perfectly as a single-day trip, though an overnight stay near a hot spring lets you slow down and enjoy the mountain air. Lake Chuzenji, sitting above the falls at the edge of the mountains, offers scenic hiking trails and boat rides with far fewer crowds than the temple complex below. The Shinkyo Bridge, a vivid red lacquered crossing at the entrance to the temple district, is one of the most photographed single structures in the region. Because Nikko sits inside a national park, wildlife sightings, including wild monkeys, are common along the quieter hiking trails away from the main temple crowds. Local specialty yuba, a delicate tofu skin dish, has been made in the region for centuries and is worth seeking out at a small family-run restaurant near the shrine complex. Because Nikko is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, its shrines are protected and maintained to an exceptional standard, preserving detail that has survived nearly 400 years. Number 9 is Kanazawa, a coastal city often called a smaller, quieter Kyoto, thanks to a well-preserved samurai district and one of Japan's most celebrated traditional gardens. Kenroku Garden, ranked among the 3 most beautiful landscape gardens in Japan, changes character with every season, from spring blossoms to snow-draped pine trees in winter. The Higashi Chaya Geisha district preserves narrow lanes of wooden tea houses where geisha still perform, giving visitors a genuine, unstaged glimpse into old Japan. Omicho Market, the city's kitchen for nearly 300 years, serves some of the freshest seafood in the country, pulled straight from the Sea of Japan each morning. Because Kanazawa sits just 2.5 hours from Tokyo on the Shinkansen, it has become an increasingly popular addition to itineraries looking to add a slower, less crowded stop. The city's gold leaf craftsmanship, responsible for nearly all of Japan's gold leaf production, shows up everywhere from temple roofs to soft-serve ice cream dusted in real gold. The 21st Century Museum of Contemporary Art, with its famous swimming pool installation viewable from both above and below the water, draws art lovers from across the country. Ninja Dera, nicknamed Ninja Temple, despite having no actual connection to ninjas, hides trapdoors and secret passages built to protect the feudal lord who commissioned it. Because Kanazawa avoided major wartime bombing, its historic districts remain remarkably intact, giving visitors one of the most authentic pre-war streetscapes left in Japan. The city's fresh seafood, especially its winter crab season, draws food travelers from across Japan who plan entire trips around a single meal at Omicho Market. At number 8, Hokkaido, Japan's wild northern island, delivers some of the best powder skiing on Earth alongside wide-open lavender fields and fresh seafood markets in summer. Niseko's legendary powder snow draws skiers and snowboarders from around the globe every winter, with some of the lightest, driest snowfall found anywhere in the world. Sapporo, the island's largest city, hosts a world-famous snow festival every February, where massive ice sculptures transform entire city blocks into a glittering winter wonderland. In summer, the lavender fields of Furano turn entire hillsides purple, while nearby farms sell some of the creamiest ice cream and dairy products in the country. Hokkaido's crab, uni, and salmon are considered among the best in Japan, and a trip to a local fish market for a fresh seafood breakfast is worth the early wake-up call. Shire-Toko National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, remains one of the least developed corners of Japan, home to brown bears, seals, and dramatic coastal cliffs. Otaru's Canal District, lined with gas lamps and historic warehouses, offers a romantic evening stroll and some of the best fresh sushi in the entire region. Hokkaido's summer temperatures stay noticeably cooler than the rest of Japan, making it a popular escape for travelers looking to avoid the brutal humidity of a mainland summer. Because the island is so much larger and less densely populated than the rest of Japan, renting a car here makes far more sense than almost anywhere else in the country. Hokkaido's national parks and hot spring towns like Noboribetsu offer a quieter, more remote version of Japan that feels a world away from Tokyo's crowds. Number 7. Nara, Japan's first permanent capital, is famous for over 1,000 freely roaming deer that bow to visitors in exchange for crackers sold throughout the park. Todaiji Temple houses one of the largest bronze Buddha statues in the world, seated inside a wooden hall so massive it was once the largest of its kind on the planet. Kasuga Taisha Shrine's pathway is lined with thousands of stone and bronze lanterns, moss-covered and centuries old, creating one of the most atmospheric walks in the country. Because Nara sits less than an hour from both Kyoto and Osaka, it works perfectly as a half-day trip, though its quieter pace rewards an overnight stay if time allows. Local shops throughout Nara sell deer-shaped sweets and souvenirs, playing into the city's most beloved and photogenic residents at every turn. Nara Park's more than 1,000 deer are considered sacred messengers of the gods according to local Shinto belief, a status that has protected them for over 1,000 years. Ishuian Garden, a quieter escape just behind Todaiji, offers a traditional landscape garden with far fewer crowds than the main temple grounds. The narrow streets of Naramachi preserve the city's old merchant quarter, now filled with small cafes, craft shops, and traditional wooden storefronts. Because Nara predates Kyoto as Japan's capital, its temples represent some of the oldest wooden structures still standing anywhere in the world. Nara's Yoshinoyama, famous for tens of thousands of cherry trees blanketing an entire mountainside, ranks among the most spectacular cherry blossom viewing spots in the country. At number 6, Hiroshima pairs a sobering, essential history lesson with one of Japan's most photographed shrines, just a short ferry ride away on Miyajima Island. The Peace Memorial Park and Museum document the atomic bombing with unflinching honesty, and the preserved skeletal dome remains one of the most powerful sights in the country. A short ferry across the Seto Inland Sea brings you to Miyajima, home to the famous floating red torii gate that appears to rise straight out of the water at high tide. Wild deer roam freely across Miyajima, too, wandering past shops selling the island's famous grilled oysters and maple leaf-shaped cakes called momiji manju. Hiroshima-style okonomiyaki, a layered savory pancake piled with noodles and cabbage, is considered by many food lovers to be the single best regional dish in all of Japan. Itsukushima Shrine, connected to the floating torii gate, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site built directly over the water, appearing to float alongside the gate at high tide. Miyajima's Mount Misen offers a ropeway ride up to sweeping views over the Seto Inland Sea, with hiking trails for those who prefer to climb the old-fashioned way. Hiroshima's modern, rebuilt city, full of tree-lined boulevards and a thriving food scene, stands as a powerful symbol of recovery alongside its memorial sites. Because Miyajima is only accessible by a short ferry, an overnight stay lets visitors experience the floating gate lit up after the day trip crowds have gone home. Both Hiroshima and Miyajima are reachable in a single day from Osaka or Kyoto by Shinkansen, making this pairing an easy add-on to any Kansai region itinerary. Number 5. Hakone. Close enough to Tokyo for an easy day trip. Combines natural hot springs, a volcanic lake, and on clear days, sweeping views of Mount Fuji. A pirate ship cruise across Lake Ashi frames Mount Fuji perfectly on a clear day, gliding past the lake's iconic red torii gate rising from the water. The Hakone ropeway carries visitors over Owakudani, a volcanic valley of steaming sulfur vents, where a local specialty egg boiled black in the hot springs is said to add years to your life. Hundreds of traditional ryokan inns throughout Hakone offer private and communal onsen baths, making it one of the most relaxing overnight escapes within reach of Tokyo. The open-air Hakone Open-Air Museum displays hundreds of sculptures against a mountain backdrop, blending art and nature in a way few museums anywhere else attempt. The Hakone-Tosen Switchback Railway climbs steep mountainsides through forests that turn brilliant shades of red and orange every autumn. Because Hakone sits within the Japan Rail Pass's free travel zone in part, and offers its own regional pass covering trains, cable cars, and buses. Getting around the area is refreshingly simple. Many ryokan here serve elaborate multi-course kaiseki dinners featuring seasonal, locally sourced ingredients, turning an overnight stay into a culinary event in itself. On the clearest days, sunrise over Lake Ashi with Mount Fuji perfectly mirrored in the still water ranks among the most beautiful sights in the entire country. The nearby Fuji Five Lakes region extends the Mount Fuji views even further, with campgrounds and lakeside towns popular among domestic travelers on weekend escapes. At number 4, Okinawa feels like a different country entirely. A subtropical chain of islands with coral reefs, white sand beaches, and a culture shaped by centuries of trade. The Chirami Aquarium houses one of the largest tanks in the world, home to massive whale sharks and manta rays gliding just inches from the viewing glass. Okinawan cuisine, built around pork, purple sweet potatoes, and bitter melon, differs sharply from mainland Japanese food, reflecting the island's distinct Ryukyu Kingdom heritage. Shuri Castle, the former seat of the Ryukyu Kingdom, was rebuilt after a devastating fire and stands as a vivid reminder of Okinawa's independent royal history. With some of the best snorkeling and diving in Japan, Okinawa draws travelers looking for a beach escape without ever leaving the country. The Kurama Islands, a short ferry ride from the main island, are famous for water so clear locals call it Kurama Blue, among the best diving spots in all of East Asia. Okinawa's traditional dance and music, built around the three-stringed sanshin, reflects centuries of cultural exchange with China and Southeast Asia that shaped the islands. Because Okinawa's population includes some of the longest living people on Earth, the region has become a case study in longevity, drawing researchers alongside tourists. War history sites, including the Peace Memorial Park in the south, marked the fierce World War II battle that shaped the islands, adding depth to an otherwise beach-focused trip. Because Okinawa sits nearly 2 hours south of the mainland by flight, it feels genuinely tropical, with weather and pace closer to Southeast Asia than the rest of Japan. Number 3. Osaka sits just 15 minutes from Kyoto by bullet train, but feels completely different. A city locals proudly call the kitchen of Japan. Dotonbori's glowing neon signs, giant mechanical crab, and endless street food stalls make it the single best place in the country to eat your way through an evening. Osaka Castle, rebuilt after wartime damage, anchors a sprawling park that turns spectacular during cherry blossom season, its white and gold tiers rising above the trees. Universal Studios Japan, home to a full wizarding world of Harry Potter, gives families and thrill seekers a full day of rides unlike anywhere else in the country. Osaka's famously friendly, talkative locals give the city a warmth that stands in gentle contrast to the more reserved formality of Tokyo and Kyoto. Kuromon Ichiba Market, often called Osaka's Kitchen, lets visitors sample fresh sushi, grilled seafood, and Japanese wagyu straight from the stall for a fraction of restaurant prices. Osaka is considered the birthplace of takoyaki, the beloved octopus-filled batter balls sold sizzling hot from street carts across the city. Shinsekai, an old-school neighborhood modeled after early 20th century Paris and New York, offers a nostalgic, slightly gritty contrast to Osaka's glossier districts. Because Osaka sits at the center of the Kansai region, it makes an ideal home base for day trips to Kyoto, Nara, and Kobe without ever needing to change hotels. Osaka's comedy culture runs deep, and a night at a local Manzai comedy theater, even without understanding the language, captures a genuinely local slice of the city's humor. At number 2, Kyoto, the former imperial capital, delivers Japan's most iconic temples and shrines, preserving a traditional atmosphere unlike anywhere else in the country. Fushimi Inari. Shrine's tunnel of thousands of vermilion torii gates climbing a forested mountainside remains one of the most photographed sights in all of Japan. Kinkakuji, the golden pavilion, sits reflected in a still pond, its top 2 floors covered entirely in gold leaf, exactly as striking in person as in every photograph. The Arashiyama bamboo grove creates a surreal, towering green tunnel on the edge of the city, feeling worlds away from Kyoto's bustling downtown, just a short train ride behind you. The Gaion district preserves Kyoto's geisha culture, where wooden tea houses line narrow lanes and, with a bit of luck at dusk, you might spot a geiko hurrying to an appointment. Kiyomizu-dera, perched on a wooden stage built without a single nail, offers sweeping views over the city and is especially stunning lit up during spring and autumn evening illuminations. Nishiki Market, a narrow-covered arcade nicknamed Kyoto's Kitchen, has served fresh produce, pickles, and street snacks to locals for over 400 years. The Philosopher's Path, a canal-side walking trail lined with cherry trees, connects several of Kyoto's most beautiful temples with one of the city's most peaceful strolls. Because Kyoto sits at the center of the Kansai rail network, nearly every major site in the city is reachable by bus, subway, or a comfortable walk from downtown. As Japan's cultural heart for over 1,000 years, Kyoto remains home to more UNESCO World Heritage Sites than any other city in the country. And the number 1 place to visit in Japan is Tokyo, a city where centuries-old shrines sit minutes from some of the most futuristic skylines on Earth. The Shibuya Scramble Crossing, one of the busiest pedestrian crossings on the planet, has become a rite of passage for first-time visitors, best viewed from the second-floor Starbucks above. Meiji Jingu Shrine sits inside a forested park in the heart of the city, offering a genuinely peaceful escape just steps from the neon chaos of Harajuku and Shinjuku. Tsukiji Outer Market and the newer Toyosu Fish Market let visitors sample some of the freshest sushi on the planet, often eaten standing at a counter just steps from where it was cut. Tokyo's concentration of Michelin-starred restaurants outpaces every other city on Earth, reinforcing its standing as one of the greatest food cities on the planet. From the anime and electronics of Akihabara to the quiet gardens of the Imperial Palace, Tokyo packs more contrast and energy into one city than almost anywhere else in the world. Sensoji, Tokyo's oldest temple, anchors the historic Asakusa district, where a giant lantern gate leads to a shopping street selling traditional crafts and street snacks. Shinjuku Gyoen, a sprawling park blending Japanese, French, and English garden styles, offers a genuinely quiet escape just minutes from one of the busiest train stations on Earth. The observation decks of the Tokyo Skytree and Tokyo Tower both offer sweeping city views, and on the clearest days, Mount Fuji is visible on the horizon from either one. With a metro area home to nearly 40 million people, Tokyo is the largest urban area on the planet, yet somehow manages to feel safe, orderly, and remarkably easy to navigate. Whether it is your first trip to Japan or your 5th, Tokyo's endless neighborhoods guarantee there is always another corner of the city still waiting to be explored. So there you have it, the 10 best places to visit in Japan for 2026. Every single one is worth adding to your list. Now we would love to know, which of these would you visit first? Let us know all about it down in the comments below. If this journey inspired you, please like and subscribe for more relaxing travel guides. It truly helps our small channel grow. Thank you so much for watching, and aloha from Kahana Designs. Until next time, safe travels and sweet dreams.